Cecilia Molokwane, the President of Netball South Africa. A pleasure being in your company, ma'am. But firstly, the Minister talked about Netball Fridays, that it must be in the same magnitude as Philip is here. Can we garner the same amount of support?
I think we can, Kate, if South African really behind us. I always say if the Minister says that, and the first person I'll challenge is the President of the country. Once he wears that Netball Friday T-shirt, everybody will wait. So as the Minister is launching it on the 14th, this coming Friday in Tembisa, I want to challenge the President of the country to say, be the first one to wait, then we will all follow suit, because they say the fish got from the head. So if the head wears it, we will all follow.
Have you sent him that jersey?
No, we did. We send him a lot of things from Netball. I'm surprised he never wears them, but he's always in suits. Maybe it's time that he just relax a bit and become a sports person.
When he does those jogs, those
you
runs.
You know.
Well, Mama Cecilia, a lot of federations are struggling to get sponsorship, but that's not seem to be a problem for you, lately at least. Tell us about the journey, what you've had, and also what are you doing right that you are getting so much sponsorship?
You know, you first have to believe in your product and believe in your brand and how to sell your brand. And I think as Netball South Africa, when we came in, I saw a gap on sponsorship and said, if we want to reach the goals that we want to reach, we can't reach them with one sponsor, which is Spa, good for Netball. By the way, it's not good for you, it's good for Netball. So I said, you know what, let's go out there and let's go out in the market. But to do that, we must also tell the story of who we are as Netball. And we need media. We wanted media to help us in telling the story. And they did a great job. And we should say thank you to them. And, you know, I challenged a lot of media. You know, I challenged you most of the time. Tabiso can bear me witness because I challenged them a lot of time.
You do.
And after we did that, we had a team of people working with us to say, how do we enter this world of commercialization and saying, this is where we want to see Netball being, and this is our dreams and this is our aspirations. And most importantly, if you want to be taken serious, you should first take yourself serious. And we changed a lot in Netball. I mean, the first time I came in, players were not paid at all. And I said, I'm going to cut all the allowances of the board members. I don't care if they like me or not, but I'm going to do that so as the players can be, you know, can start performing. And remember, once they start performing, people starting to come on board. So I cut. We paid, they performed 2019 Liverpool semi-finals. This is where we are now, World Cup 2023.
Okay, well, on that, let's talk about the bonuses. Netball, 2023 bonuses for this year. When are you touching on that subject? When are you announcing? What are you giving?
No. We did that in 2019 in Liverpool. Telkom came on board and said, if they win the World Cup, they get $1 million each. They didn't even go, you know, and I think they were too much on the million that they forgot that they should go and play. So I'm not saying anything. No, but there's something.
Surprise.
There's something.
Okay, well, let's talk about the changes that you've made. I'm wondering, in your relationship with Coach Noma, was there anyone else considered when it didn't work out with the previous coach, Badenost?
You know, Noma was always at the background. Noma never left the team. That's what people don't know, because we said to her, stay with the team for the sake of the team, because most of the players know you, they understand you. Take the coach through and let's see where we can come on. But as we could see that, look, there's nothing wrong with Coach Dorette Badenost. She was only winning Africa. And we don't want somebody who only wins Africa. We want somebody that can conquer the world. And the team was not happy. And there was a lot of things that were going behind the scenes. And I'm here to protect the players and the coach too. Because we still wanted to coach in the country. We still want to see her going somewhere. So we went to Norma and said, look, we want to put you under pressure, because that's what we're doing. Putting you under tremendous pressure, because going to take the team, you know, 2 months before the quad series was not a child's play. And you're playing against number 1, number 2, number 3 in the world, and we're number 5. And we said to her, go and see what we can do with the team. And we didn't give her a mandate when she played the quad series, because we never thought it would be fair. But she knows our mandate going to the World Cup, that we end up on the medal podium. We're hosting. Cricket girls have already given the Spa Protea girls pressure. Luckily, I'm not a player, but they've given the Spa Proteas pressure. So I think they want to do it. And when I talked to Bo when they were in camp 3 weeks ago, she says to me, President, look, we are not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for the country. We're doing this for the continent. Because we women, you said when you want a job done, send a woman. shall be done. We have to do it.
Yeah, so let's talk about that mandate and why it came so late. But also, what's the current agreement with Coach Noma?
Look, Noma, it's doing the same as she was doing before, but the girls are at Stellenbosch. You know, they're staying there full-time, those that are in the country. Those that are not in the country, obviously, they're playing overseas in their different teams. And Coach Dumisani is, you know, the assistant coach. She's always there for them, and they're always communicating with Noma. You know, I love the technology now. Because I can talk to Noma at any time.
She's in Australia?
She's in Australia. We can talk to Noma at any time. She can talk to the players at any time. Zoom is there all the time. They can talk and communicate. And the specialists that are within the team, because the team is... I've never seen a netball team that is being supported like the Spa Proteas that
so
are
she's coaching remotely, but you have enough people supporting
we have
the girls
enough the support team that is in South Africa that is working behind the scenes that people don't know about, but you'll get to know them after they win the World Cup.
What's the deal with Coach Noma? Is she leaving after the World Cup? Is she stepping down?
I've never had that conversation with her. I'm not going to lie and say we had that conversation. We have never had that conversation with her because I think it's too early for us to have that conversation. I mean, immediately after the World Cup, they are going to play in Australia. We are invited by Australia because of something happened at the Quad Series, and then now they are trying to say sorry by inviting us to Australia.
All right. So Coach Noma might still be the coach going forward, but what is
I don't think I should say she should be the coach, but I want to see her as the mentor. All the time I wanted to see Noma as the mentor because my wish at the time was to have a South African coach coaching the South African team at the 2023 World Cup, where South Africa it's hosting, but our dreams couldn't come true. We've got coaches in the country. I mean, we've got Dumisani, who's the assistant coach, and we've got other coaches in other, categories. We've got Martha, who did well at the first five, in New Zealand, came back with the silver medal after a dry season of netball South Africa. So we've got also the young ones coming in, our Precious Mutembu as the assistant coaches, Jenny van Dijk as the other one that is having...
Coaches who are doing well.
They're doing well, and we have to give them credit, and we'll see what takes us forward.
Okay, so there's no succession plan just yet, but let's talk about the World Cup. You're excited for you personally? I mean, since winning the bid to host the 2023 Netball World Cup, a lot has happened. Without divulging personal information, but how are you? Are you ready? Is Africa ready?
Anxious. A bit stressed, I don't want to lie, because you don't know what's going to happen. You anticipate to have a magnificent African, spectacular, and you don't know if that would happen. But as South Africa has hosted before, I don't think there's anything that will go wrong. We are ready. The girls are ready. The LOC is ready, the team is ready. I've seen a lot of concept that has been put together, and I know as South Africans, we never want to fail. By the way, we are the Hollywood of Africa. So why would we want to fail Africa?
So you obviously have the backing of Africa and also winning the African champs recently. Was that a good enough preparation for you? Do you feel like the team has enough preparation going into this World Cup?
Look, for me, the Quad Series was the thing. For the Africa champs, we always win it. And we are always Africa champs, even though a lot of people don't know about it, that we are Africa champs. When you say Banyana Africa champs, we are Africa champs. And I don't know why we were not given the 5 million, because the Banyana were given 5 million for being Africa champs. I don't know why we were not given, the girls were not given, and they're asking me questions, but I think the day we meet the minister, because we never had the opportunity of meeting the minister as the Netball South Africa executive. I met him when we went to Mukaswe to do an outreach program before the Sports Awards, but my executive has never had that opportunity. We want to ask him, where is the 5 million for the girls? Maybe it will be a motivator and a booster for them to go and perform. On top of the bonuses that on top of the bonuses.
Well, we're looking forward to your meeting with the minister. Please do invite us. We'd love to be, the fly in that wall to have these conversations. But thank you so much. And all the best in July. We know South Africa is really proud of you. And we're going to do everything that we can to ensure that Netball Fridays do fly, like Philip was here. So
you're going to wear the T-shirt?
Of course. I have two. I've been wearing it.
Thank you, Kate. Yes. Does Tabiso have one?
I don't know. We can give to, I know the boys don't like the white. I don't know why. I'm like, the white is actually the most beautiful one.
I love the white one.
Same.
And the orange one.
Oh, please send me the orange one.
Oh, I'll do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. That is the president of Netball South Africa, Cecilia Molokwane.